Welcome to Ganapath Reddy YouTube channel. Previously, if you have not subscribed, all of you please subscribe. Also share this channel. If there are any doubts, you mention in the form of comments. You also please activate my channel. Whenever I upload any videos, you will get the updates. My YouTube channel contain complete network theory videos, control system going on, and some of the general videos also there. And this analog circuits experiments how to simulate using multisim software. So today's experiment is using op-amp, how we can simulate integrator and differentiator. This is one of the interesting experiment. So how to simulate using multisim software, integrator and differentiator, or differentiator and integrator. So first I will explain the theory part and derivation. Later I will show the simulation part. So first we'll start with the differentiator. So this is the standard circuit of the differentiator. Inverting terminal, non-inverting terminal. Non-inverting connected to ground. Source is connected to inverting terminal Vs. So here we have a capacitor and a resistor. Output voltage is V0. So let us see how this is working like a differentiator. If it is connected to ground 0, due to virtual short, this 0 will jump to here. So 0. Current flowing from Vs to ground is given by what is current flowing through capacitor formula? CdV by dt. Na? So Cd by dt of Vs is equal to, this current cannot go into the op-amp. Current will flow through this resistor R. So minus V0 by R. 0 minus V0 by R means minus V0 by R. So solve for V0, that is minus RC dVs by dt. If you choose RC, product is 1. Output is nothing but a derivative of input. Therefore, it works like a differentiator. In place of Vs, if I take A sin omega t, then you get minus RC A derivative of sin omega t. Omega will come out, A omega cos omega t. So cos omega t amplitude is decided by RC A into omega. So RC already taken 1, or if I choose, this I will explain in the simulation part. I am taking R equal to 1K, C equal to 1 microfarad. Input voltage amplitude is 1. Omega will be 2 pi into 1K frequency selected, cos 2 pi ft. So this product is simplified to minus 6.28 cos omega t. So when input amplitude is 1 volt, output will be 6 times more. So this I will show you in the simulation practically. So this is working ideal op-amp I have taken. So it is derived or proved that how it is working like a differentiator. So let us simulate. So this is a readily available differentiator. Capacitor C1 and resistor R1. R1 I have taken 1 kilo ohm. C1 is 1 microfarad. AC signal of 1 volt. Frequency of 1K. So with this numerical, what is the expected output is 6 point something. So let us run the program. So input, let us keep it at 1. Output is 0. So this is only input, 1 division, 1 volt per division. So input is 1. Next, let us see only output. So this is the output, 10 into 0.6. Otherwise, let me take 5. Top. This cursor, if I keep here, it is giving 6.2 volts. What is that we designed is 6.28. So we are getting same 6.3. Highest value is 6.3. So 6.28 is approximately equal to 6.3. Okay, so this is the output sine wave. Input is a sine wave, output is also sine wave. Differentiation of sine is again another sinusoidal, but here the output is amplitude version of the input. This amplification depends on the frequency what we are applying. If it is 1K, 6.28. So we can take 2K, 3K. The output strength depends on the input signal frequency what we are applying. Not only that, it also depends on the RC value. So the effective amplification is decided by R, the input strength amplitude and omega. So all of them are deciding the output signal strength. So that's what differentiator. If it is an integrator, just these components are interchanged. Capacitor, resistor interchanged. So this capacitor is CF and this one is R1. Now 0 jump, 0 will jump. This current is Vs by R1 is equal to current flowing through capacitor is minus CF dV0 by dt. So just I am writing a nodal equation. This current cannot go into the op amp. So whatever is coming through R1, same will flow through CF. Incoming is equal to outgoing current, just with the help of nodal equation. Now dV0 by dt equal to minus 1 by R1 CF into Vs. Integrate both the sides. V0 of t is equal to minus 1 by R1 CF integral Vs dt. So if R1 CF equal to 1, output is integration of Vs plus some constant when input is not there. So some constant also we can take it. Depends on that is the initial voltage V0 of 0. So in the absence of input, output may be coming. That is V0 of 0. If nothing is coming, so this will be 0. But practically what is happening is for low frequency or a DC signal, low frequency signal or pure DC signal, the capacitive reactance is large or infinite. What is capacitive reactance formula? Xc equal to minus J by omega C. So DC signal frequency is 0, reactance is infinite. Or if frequency is low, capacitive reactance is large. So Xc is either large value or infinite value, and hence output will be very high because of input offset voltage due to input offset. Due to input offset voltage, so ideally this is 0, 0 will come, but practically there may be some small voltage. Because of that, some current will flow. This current will flow through very, very high reactance. Hence, you get a very high voltage. To prevent that high voltage, to limit or prevent high voltage, another resistance RF is connected parallel to CF. So this is the practical integrator. RF is connected parallel to limit the low frequency gain. Without this resistor, low frequency gain is very high. When it is very high, when op amp is operating at plus or minus 10, output will reach to saturation. So we can't use it like a integrator at lower frequencies. That is the reason why RF is connected parallel. With this RF, what will happen? Now Vs by R1 is equal to current flowing through capacitor, current flowing through RF. So minus Cf dV naught by dt minus V naught by RF. Now I changed into S domain, Laplace domain. Vs of t, Laplace is Vs of S by R1 is equal to minus Cf. Laplace of derivative is S into V naught of S minus V naught of S by RF. So V naught of S is common. Simplify. Here you get this RF is denominator. S into RF CF plus 1. Now transfer function V naught of S by Vi of S is equal to minus RF by R1 1 divided by 1 plus S CF RF. So this is a transfer function. Now at 0 frequency S equal to J omega. DC signal frequency 0. So 0 into CF RF 0. 1 by 1 is 1. The gain is simply minus RF by R1. So low frequency gain is how much? Minus RF by R1. So RF R1 only deciding the gain of the amplifier. It looks like a inverting amplifier. Gain is decided by RF and R1. Now let us look at the design problem. Design a practical integrator so that peak gain is 20 dB. That means highest value of gain is 20 dB. And the gain 3 dB down from its peak when frequency is 10k radians per second. And frequency is this much, gain should be reduced by 3 dB down. Now CF 0.01 microfarads. Okay, so value is given in dB. What is the dB formula? 20 log of voltage gain. So at lower frequency, what is the gain? RF by R1. So 20 log RF by R1 is equal to 20 dB. That is what mentioned. And solve this equation, you will get RF by R1 equal to 10. RF equal to 10 times of R1. Next, 20 log, you see this expression, you see this minus RF by R1, because we are talking magnitude only, that minus is removed. In terms of dB, 20 log RF by R1, look at here, RF by R1 This will be root of 1 plus omega CFRF square. It is like x plus jy max. It is how much? X square plus y. So root of 1 plus omega RF CF square, and that this is 20 log RF by R1 already 10, root of 1 plus omega given 10k, 10k means 10 power 4, and then CF is 0.01 micro means 10 power minus 8, then RF we don't know, square is equal to 3 dB less, 20 minus 3 equal to 17 dB. So when frequency is 10 power 4, it should have 17 dB. Now simplify 20 log 10 minus 20 log of root of this is equal to 17. 20 log 10 is how much? 20. So send this minus right side. 20 minus 17 is 3. Then 20 log of so and so. Here this root will be 1 by 2 now. 20 change it to 10. 10 log base 10. So and so equal to 3. Now 10 to the power of 3 by 10 is equal to 1 plus 10 power 4, 10 power minus 8, 10 power minus 4 RF square. Just a mathematical calculation, you can go through it. Then 10 power 3 by 10 is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1. Solve for RF, you will get 10k. When RF is 10k, what is R1? RF by 10, because R1 equal to RF by 10. So we will get 1k. So RF we are finding 10k, R1 1k. In the question CF 0.01 micro given. RF R1 we determined, and at lower frequency we should have a gain of 20 dB. At this frequency we should have a gain of 17 dB. But when I verified, I am not getting 17, it is coming very much less. So the reason we have to, that much variation it should not come, but it is coming. We'll see later. So let me open integrator. So this is an integrator circuit. RF is 10k, R1 is 1k, and this CF is taken as 0.01 microfarads as it is mentioned in the design. Input of 1 volt we are taking. Frequency, let us start with lower side. Maybe some 50 Hz low frequency I am taking. Frequency low 10 Hz, voltage of 1 volt. So RF 10k, R1 1k, 0.01 farads. So let us run this. So input, input is 1 volt. First let me show input only. So this is input of 1 volt. X axis, let me enter it. So 1 volt, 1 volts per division, 1 volt. So input is 1 applied. Now input 0, output I want to show. This is the output. So two peaks are there. Two peaks are there. Two peaks into 5 volts per division. 5 into 2, 10. So low frequency gain, how much we designed? 20 dB. 20 dB means a gain of 10. That gain of 10 is nothing but 10K by 1K is 10. So perfectly 2 units into 5, 10. Low frequency gain satisfied. Now let us change the frequency of 10K. 10K. The gain should be around not 10, it will be 10 by root 2, 3 dB. Na? So 1 by root 2 is 0.7 into 10. Around 7 volts it should come. But actually it is coming further less. So this is the output. This is the output. It is giving 1.5 division. 1 volts per division is there. 1.5 volts only coming. 1.5 by 1 is 1.5. What is the gain? Output should be 7 volts, but 1.5 only coming. So that is the thing. There is no reason I am not finding it should come, but here it's not coming. I have tried all possibilities. We can also see frequency response directly. Simulate analysis. So vertical scale linear. Let us see linear, logarithmic, dB, etc. So let me take linear only. 1 edge to 10 giga we are plotting. Okay. Now sweep type decade. Simulate. So gain, low frequency gain is coming as 9.99 y1 value. Vertical value is y-axis. 9.9 means 10. So this is the low frequency. It is maintaining gain of 10. Lower 3 dB is coming around 7. At 1.5K, to 1.5K, it is reduced to gain of 7. Okay. Or if it is 10K, 10K means 7K, 10, 10. But 10K 1.55. This is wrong. This is wrong. But anyway, whatever we are getting, but, so this is what I'm showing again. This simulation, simulate AC analysis. You can also select in dB, decibel, dB, simulate. So dB. How many dBs in terms of 19.99 means 20 dB. Now y-axis values are coming in terms of dB. You want in terms of dBs or whatever fashion you want, that you can select here. This vertical scale, you have a option of octave, dB, logarithmic, linear. Linear is user friendly, dB also fine. and x-axis we are accommodating so many frequencies. So decade is generally octave also you can, but generally we prefer decade. We are plotting frequency up to giga. If you want 1 giga, you can stop at the mega also. So like this, it is coming. So linear na 20 is how it is coming. So directly you can see total. It is like a integrator is always like a low pass filter. Low frequencies it will pass, high frequency will be attenuated. Any integrator, if you give a square wave, output will be a triangular wave. Output will be a triangular wave. So we can also try that. I'm removing sine wave. I'm replacing a square wave. So square wave integration is a triangular waveform. $10K. It should be more than that. $10K. So let us check with $10K. It will give better integration. Now we are getting a triangular wave. Square wave converted to triangular. It works like an integrator because what is the cutoff frequencies? 10K. At least more than 10K perfect integration. So further increase 10K, make it 50K. But as frequency increases, gain decreases. Frequency increases, gain decreases. That's why output is small voltage, but it is approaching perfect triangular waveform. Okay. So these are, you can do all such things. You can learn many things just by varying what is happening. Okay. So further theory you can study in your regular subject. So just apply square wave, frequency more than 10K, any value of your choice. Just check it, are you getting triangular wave or not. Or one reading, note down. But one frequency more than 10K, some frequency apply. Input out waveform, you plot it. Okay. And also plot the frequency response. That's what AC analysis have shown now. That AC analysis frequency response, you note down or plot it for integrate. So with this I am closing. All of you finish the exercise.